Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I pray that you have the best Tuesday ever, but more so, I pray that you're working on that heart posture, personal inventory. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the video before this. It was a really, really good personal inventory that I think everybody needs to sit down with the Lord and do. And today we'll actually kind of go with that. And today's devotional is called Bravery, Not Perfection Required. And we're going to be in Luke 9:23, which reads, "Then he said to them all, if anyone wants to follow after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me." Okay, and the key word here for me is daily. So every day I'm not going to feel like it. Every day I might not be, my schedule might not be as free. Every day there might be a roadblock that I run into, but every single day I've made a commitment, I've made a choice, no matter what I feel like, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like, that I am going to pick up my cross and follow him. So we can't just turn back on our commitment, which has to do with what we talked about yesterday. Our heart is deceitful, our feelings fluctuate. So when we make a commitment like this is a daily action, which then brings us in to what today's going to talk about as far as bravery, perfection, not perfection required. And so it starts off by saying, I have big dreams. I can't go after them right now, though. Someday I will, whenever I'm in a better situation. And I just want to ask you, have you ever said this to someone else or yourself, or even cried out to the Lord and said, I just can't do this right now? I know I have these big dreams, but I can't do this right now. I'm not worthy enough. I can't do this. Because if so, this is for you. There are some dreams that God puts in our hearts that we're truly not ready for yet, and we have to wait for the time to act. But often something else is going on. We have decided that we can't do new things because of major roadblock we have created for ourselves, which is perfection. If we wait around fixating on our shortcomings or less than ideal circumstances, we're going to miss out on parts of life, probably some of the most important stuff that God has planned for you. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss the mark. I don't want to miss all that he has for me. I don't want to miss anything that he has for me, from the little to the big. And so when we realize that we get in our heads about things that he's already in control of, I said this last night in actually a kind of tough conversation with my mom. And I said, well, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to listen to the Lord over any human on the face of this earth. And sometimes it looks crazy. Sometimes it sounds crazy. Sometimes it is crazy. But do you have that crazy faith to say, I trust what the Lord is telling me, no matter what it looks like or what it feels like? Okay? Now this one's really, really important. God uses the willing, not the perfect. And I want to say that one more time. God uses the willing, not the perfect. And so I want to ask you today, are you willing? Is your heart open to the Lord? Is your mind open to the possibilities of heavenly things and not just worldly things? Are your eyes open to receive what he has for you? Are your ears open to receiving what he has for you? Are you available to be used by God? He uses the willing, not the perfect. He is well aware of our human limitation, yet he is set on including us. There are needs to be met, people to be helped and held, and important things to build. What is he drawing your heart toward? Don't wait until you become flawless before you make a move. Say yes to him and be brave. Jump in and try just as you are right now. Trust that he'll equip, lead, and empower you. He'll change you as you go. God has big stuff for you to do with him. Big stuff. And so I just want to encourage you, and I kind of want to laugh at this because this scripture has come up multiple times this week. However, Joshua 1:9 Be strong and courageous, knowing that He is with you. When you make these jumps, when you make these leaps, when you do these things, you're not doing them alone. And be sure that you're listening to the voice of God that tells you to do these things, and He's going to equip you. He's going to lead you. He is going to prepare the way through the wilderness for you. But do you believe that? Do you trust that? It's easy to say. It's easy to say, but if He told you to pack up all your stuff and leave, would you do it? Would you do it? Would you trust that He's got you in the palm of His hand? If He told you to give up everything you've worked so hard for, would you do it? I don't know about you, but sometimes our human mind gets in the way. But in that, there's a trust that we have for God, that we should have for God. And I pray that you just open your eyes to all that He has for you and not just what you're comfortable with. I pray that you open your eyes to all that He has planned for you and not just what you feel like. And I pray that if you're watching this, He touches you in a way that you've never been touched by Him before. Y'all have an amazing Tuesday.